Good evening, guys. Good evening. Rangers won, Spurs won. Game just ended right as we speak. I'm seeing the images of Postecoglou currently speaking to Poro. Poro, not the best of nights for him in terms of the way he played. Lots of errors, not just by him, by a lot of players. But we have two players mainly to thank. One of them played in goal. And listen, do you know what? Since he's come into the frame post Vicario's injury, I've got nothing to say to Fraser Forster other than massive thank you. Even tonight, it was top performance from our goalkeeper tonight. I have to say, he was very present. He has been. Look, to be fair, he has been one of our best players, if not our best players, in the last sort of 2 or 3 matches. I remember Ipswich, Fulham tonight. So he's up there. So massive. And the other one is this guy that's currently getting interviewed on TV. Dejan Kulusevski made an impact coming on. Tried to be very influential in every attack we displayed. Resulted massive in getting equalised. And I honestly believed, and I was speaking to the boys on WhatsApp, I honestly believed that we'd be the ones to go on and win that game. Again, how? I mean, in terms of from a viewer's point of view. So if you're not a supporter, if you're neutral, and you're watching this game, yeah, it had exciting. It had everything. You know, it was very open the first half. Very open. Players with lots of spaces to do whatever they want. And we, in the first half in particular, I always felt like we had one player in particular on the left-hand side with Timo Werner that was always left free because their right-back was tucking in quite a lot to get involved in the middle of the park, leaving Timo free all the time. And but we wasn't able to capitalise from it at any point, which was a massive shame. The quality was very poor in the final third. And despite the spaces that we were given to attack, we didn't capitalise. We were very sloppy, guys. Very sloppy. Unnecessarily as well, because we had the time many a times where we were given, both teams, I have to say, time on the ball to attack, to do whatever, and then they'll either pick the wrong pass or they're very sloppy with their passes. So that was the result, first start. Listen, and they had the opportunities to score. There was one in particular where, in the first half, where they could have scored, they had a comfortable. There were a lot of balls being put in the 6-yard box, and one in particular, Rangers could have scored from, and just didn't capitalise from it. That was pretty much a summary of the first half. Second half, we couldn't have started in the worst of ways. They went 1-0 up, and how easy was it, guys? How easy was it to concede a goal in that manner? Balls across the box. And there's nothing worse than when you have all our defenders facing our goal. You know you're in trouble. You know you're in trouble when all your defenders are facing your goalkeeper. Balls coming across, we don't, no one, because we got always with that freaking high line, in the first half, the balls were going over the top. We were getting caught all the times and just thinking once, twice, 3 times, surely we're going to adjust a little bit. And the second half, they started off, that ball's come across, and the strikers literally just got to slot it, pick his spot, and score. And we, like I said, we couldn't have started that second half in the worst way. And then after that, for the next sort of 10-15 minutes, it's just kind of under the caution, just thinking like we really need to get a foothold of the ball, get players like Maddison on the ball, and then for a lot of the game he would go 5-10 minutes without touching the ball or be involved. And I didn't really get the substitution from Bentancur. I think a player that hasn't played a lot, he should be quite fresh. Keep him on. Then we bring the subs on. The 2 wingers go out wide. Son, I think, in this case, was probably the right choice. Move him out on the left-hand side with Solanke. If nothing else, we had a little bit of more focal point in the middle, and you can see that he's a striker. Just has a bit more presence about him. Although again, the opportunity he had to score was big, and it's just want him to be a little bit more threatening whenever he gets the opportunity. It just doesn't seem to quite happen for him. But who it did happen for was Kulusevski. As soon as that little move happened, he done a 1-2 with Solanke, received the ball back. Sweet finish, man. Sweet finish. Calm, composed finish. And Kulusevski right now, man, every time he's involved in our attacks, it looks like he's going to create or score. And I've always said that's the one thing I've been very critical of Kulusevski in the past. Doesn't score enough goals. It seems to be chipping away at them this season. May that long continue. In the end, guys, it could have gone either way. We had an opportunity with Solanke as well to score. They had a goal rightly ruled offside. It was clearly about 2-3 yards offside. And like I said, our goalkeeper intervened in a few occasions, and very, very important. He felt this match. It's a derby for him, essentially, having been an ex-Celtic player. So a draw that really, to summarise, to close the video, a draw that doesn't really serve any purpose to either teams. 1 point each. We're still always at 8th and 9th. It doesn't really. A win would have been good for us because it would have been taking us above them, but they remain ahead. But like I said, in the grand scheme of things, the next team above us is on 12 points, so a little bit of a gap there. So we really need to win. We should have tried to win tonight. I felt it was a game for the taking. They got a cup final coming up on the weekend. I just felt it was a bit of a game, an opportunity to take. And I honestly felt if we just dropped 5-10 yards and try to capitalise them and suck them in a little bit and then really go on the counter. I think tonight this is the kind of game. It was that sort of game where we could have nicked it with a few counters. I just think that was there for the taking. It was just a missed opportunity from our point of view. But like I said, in terms of chances, they probably deserved it a bit more. But we'll take this point, guys, and after the last few games, losing and stuff like that, I suppose there's an encouraging draw, but nothing that really to take any more than that. It's a shame. It's like I said, it's a missed opportunity. But thanks to FORSTER, firstly, and Kulusevski coming on off the bench, we took something away from this game. Not really much to say. I don't want to be. I trying to be as rational as I can. In this post-match summarise. How you guys feeling about it? Let me know your thoughts, guys. Look, we've had to the bone, especially at the back. We had to play Archie Gray, Dragusin. I was concerned a little bit for the kid, but you know what? Overall, I'm not going to criticise Archie Gray. He's not playing. He's not a right back. He's not a left back. He's not a centre back. But he's been thrown at the deep end, and tonight was one of them. To throw him at centre back, I felt he made a few errors. Of course he did, coming out of defence, running with the ball, trying to take on players, losing it. It's decision making, but overall, throughout the 90+ minutes, I thought the kid held his own, and I can't fault him. I would never blame young players who are asked by the managers to play in a position that isn't theirs. Those are not the players. He held his own, and overall, yes, he made a few errors here and there, but overall, I thought he held his own. In what is right now a bit of a tough moment for the boy, for us as a team. We've got to try and get those results again, guys. We've got to get some positive results. At the end of the day, you can play, you can talk about tactics, you can talk about anything you want after tonight and after every game. But fundamentally, it's a results business, and we need to start picking up points in the league, and we need to start picking up points in Europe too. So if we want to go further in this competition, and if we want to climb up the tables in the Premier League. Your thoughts in the comments below. Like, comment and subscribe. And as always, forever always, come on you Spurs.